Hey, before the whoops. Um, before the for the last two episodes, we were supposed to fucking hype up our special guest for episode 9, um, which will be titled and it's a really special guest. It's my favorite rapper in the whole world, a good friend of mine. But yeah, I want to throw this at the beginning of episode 8, letting you guys know that episode 9 will be featuring our first guest, and he's actually black. Surprisingly, I know you guys think that we're racist because we are. Thanks for watching WWJD Wibbas with Jrip.
Yeah. Where you at, Brandon? 1 second.
All right. Hey, Josh, guess what is up? The ceiling.
My dick.
All right, welcome back to WWJD.
Dude, I had the same fucking idea. Yeah, we should do that for a little bit.
Yeah, fuck it. All right, fuck it. Josh, put on your mask, man. Seriously, dude, I can't fucking stand this shit. Like, we get together and you don't fucking wear your masks. It's just sickening.
Honestly, I'm sorry.
I like when the masks are dustier, so it's harder to breathe through. It gives you better cardio.
Yeah.
My bad, guys.
Thanks. The Skyrim mask? Nice.
You know.
Back to WWJD. I'm your host, Perkins. Perkity Perk. And we got...
And I'm Brandon.
And...
This is Ja the Prophet speaking.
All right, PB&J. I still haven't started or finished. Not finished. I started. I haven't finished recording or editing the last one, but we're getting to it. Shout out Tito. Really love these masks, guys. So today we're gonna do this one's about pet peeves. And I can't stand when you go out in public and people just won't wear their masks, especially when they're like eating or something. You know, it really is. It's really annoying.
You got a Yoo-hoo? Is that a Yoo-hoo?
Hell yeah, it is.
Drink it through the mask.
Is that a Yoo-hoo?
Just love these things, man.
Delicious.
Did you really?
Yeah, I mean, kinda.
Kinda, you can see it.
Can you actually do that? I've never even tried it.
I mean, it kind of tastes like laundry detergent.
Kind of tastes like I have a fucking pile of Cheetos on my bed now. Shout out Cheetos, Gatorade Zero, and Yoo-Hoo for sponsoring this video.
It actually works. That's weird.
All three have GMOs. All right, so this episode's about pet peeves, wet dreams, pet peeves, whatever we want to call it. Well, we're basically going to talk about some really gay stuff.
Yeah?
Cheerleading coach.
Uh-oh.
Damn. I'm gonna I'll email this to him. A cheerleading coach seems like someone who still uses like just email to communicate.
They also have their address posted most of the time on a website.
Oh, I was about to say, a little sign.
Yeah.
A really cool guy lives here. A really cool guy who loves drink a lot lives here. I can't read. I assume it's like...
We're losing you in frame.
What do you want me to do about it?
Dead air. Who's going to go? Pet peeves or wet dreams first?
So, one of my pet peeves is people that drink during the podcast, like, or crush ice and shit like that. That's one that kills me. No, I really hate fucking. Honestly, and Brandon, you could build upon this if you like.
I mean, I'm not gonna fucking air your laundry or nothing, but like fucking, you can be general. Astrology and fucking crystal fucking nerds.
Yes, absolutely,
Someone,
100%.
this is someone who says that they're a magician because says they're a wizard fucking half the time, and that shit is just cringe.
Take your mask off. We're done with that shit. I already got it. You have it now. It's done. It's done.
I'm moving halfway across the country, no mask, to live with you for a couple months. I'm gonna breathe your air as close as possible. We're gonna share drinks, all that good shit. I'm gonna come back.
See, that's the type of shit I'm talking about.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
crystal, man. They really
Crystals,
don't
dude.
put fucking nerves, dude. They think that,
Definitely.
especially there's one that's out right now that's really big. I forget what the fuck it's called, like right offhand. But Moldavite or something. I don't know.
Moldavite. People are jumping on Moldavite, man. That's just basically like ancient people's space trash. It's basically just plastic bottles that people shot into space 250,000 years ago, and then it crashed back down. They're like, "Oh, look at this fucking crystal." It's like just trash.
So you think it's space trash?
Moldavite? Yeah.
I haven't looked
Not
into
some.
this.
Man, see the whole thing about crystals is, and I agree with you. The cool thing about crystals is you don't really need to know what they do if they work. Yeah.
I mean, that is right.
But what's fucked up is like to think about is, so you have energy, right? And we all have energy. Sometimes you're funny, sometimes you're sad. Hold on real quick. But when I cut your head off, no more energy. So if the crystal's not growing, does it emit energy?
I think it would get its energy from the compacting that's creating it. That would be like the closest thing that it's holding some energy from.
See, but you forgot. You have to charge the crystals.
Oh,
in your asshole.
Yes.
In your asshole, like this. For 30 minutes, at least.
I know one crystal in particular that'll give you a lot of energy. I know a really good crystal that'll give you so much energy.
Yeah, she lives on Drum Hill.
No, yeah.
I think you're talking about
what does Moldavite do? I've heard that it like. Oh, I saw that. What I saw it say was people were getting it, and then it was ruining their lives because what it does is it steals my identity. It defaults on all your loans. It takes your wife and the kids to Vegas and fucking leaves you. No, it forces the toxic shit out of your life, and then it ruins people's lives because they don't realize all this other, like all the benefits they're getting from the
toxic shit.
Yeah.
Suggestion is
moves out and doesn't pay the rent no more, and now they're broke and alone and fucking on the streets, and they're like, that damn Moldavite did it.
That fucking Moldavite, I tell you. But you know what? I don't really know the only time I've ever had any experience with a stone was with Merlinite. And this stone is very strange. It's the only one that has ever had any effect on me whatsoever. I've carried around. I'm wearing Damberite right now. Look. I got 3 quartz crystals right here. Look. You're talking about crystals. I got one with dragon eyes.
A dragon ass?
I got amber. If they're doing anything for me, they're doing it here. Only when I'm at the house.
I ain't hating, dude. I have the fucking sigil and shit. That shit is
no. I also believe that though, Alec. I think that it's kind of horse shit. Like some of the stuff that it talks about. It's like, I don't know. It just makes me uncomfortable when people are really putting a lot of weight in. It's like, this week is good because I was wearing my quartz. It's like,
I checked my astrology this week in the paper.
Yeah. Keep wearing that quartz necklace for the next 20 years and tell me how great the day is when your mom and father die.
I wasn't wearing it. Oh, I was in the shower.
Yeah,
it gave him strength. It gave him strength. I think I like them because they're pretty.
if that's the reason to have like crystals in your house, if there is a reason, that is the reason. I like the way they look.
I sometimes grab a whole handful of them, and then randomly throughout the day, I'll jack off with them in
Shove
my
'em
hand
up my ass.
for a chakra nut. I'll just
You just breach in the sacral chakra, bro. You tie them up in a bunch of strings, and you got like fucking. It looks like sausages. You just shove that everywhere. Yeah, you got fucking quartz anal beads or something, man.
no,
man.
they're not polished. They're just rough. So it's
Just jagged.
It's one of those ones where they break open a rock and it's like a coconut with fucking the inside crystal.
What was I gonna say? God, no, I'll just give them out to people. Just give them to people. It's right here. You like crystals? Pick one of these. It's interesting to see what people grab. And I say,
He's like a good drug dealer.
They grab it. And I'm like, when they grab it, I'm like, ooh, that was the worst choice. They're like, why? I was like, that one brings you a lot of bad luck. See ya.
You're like the Chinese man from the Gremlins. In the beginning, you like give it to him. You're like, I wouldn't do this though, and they're like, why? Just don't.
I wouldn't grab that one.
That's what I hated about that movie.
Dude.
You shouldn't have even told him any of those because he would have did it.
I wouldn't put it in your left pocket.
Yeah, what if that's God's greatest joy? Is just like doing that. He's like, I wouldn't do this thing, and he just wants to see if you do it.
That's another one of my pet peeves is God.
Yeah.
He's always fucking with me.
Well, I thought of one of my like biggest pet peeves the other day. Like I went and like I didn't even realize because it's been such a long time. Like I've lived with other people that have like had access to my things, so I didn't even think about this initially. But like Destiny was like, "Hey, let's play Little Big Planet." I was like, "Okay," and I opened the second drawer. And I reach over into the second set of discs, and I grab the case, open it, and I pull the disc out. And I was just like, I just remembered how many times I've like searched for the fucking box for like 30 minutes after I knew I put it somewhere. And then I finally find the fucking box, and there's a different fucking game in it.
Yeah, we were talking about this the other day, I think.
That bothers you, huh?
Dude, that makes me so fucking mad. Like,
That's one of mine
like,
too.
You grabbed something from somewhere, and you took it out.
So Josh's pet peeve is women. Because that's what they do.
Put the shit back where you took it out of.
Yep.
Josh's pet peeve is definitely women.
I do that. I do that to remember them. I do that myself.
You put it in a new place.
A new place.
You got a list written down. You're like, yeah, Fallout 4 is inside of the Doom
Prince
case.
of Persia. Prince of Persia is in Mission Impossible. Mission Impossible
somewhere.
is inside of Halo 3. Halo 3 is inside of fucking
Mad Max. Yeah, dude, you're just fucking going on a spree.
Bro, the amount of goose chases I've gone on, like living with a bunch of people where they're just like constantly changing shit. Oh my god.
Yeah. I hate when people fucking just set them down somewhere, man.
Face down beside the console.
They put it on the fucking chair ends of their fucking couch and slide it across. I don't know what the fuck people do with it.
What about the ones who like the case is on the console? They take the game out of the console and put it on top of the case, and then put the new game case on that one when they put the game in.
You put the meat down, then the bread, then the bread, then the meat. Fuck, dude.
Yeah, it's just like you said, Alec. I remember, and I think about it a lot, actually. How valuable in 20 years, if everything is still happening, um, how valuable these games will be. Like
Material fucking things.
physical wealth. Like I know some of them PlayStation games. Some of them original PlayStation games are worth a lot of money.
Going for a decent bit.
Yeah, like a whole $60.
It's a brand new game though, bro. Like
I mean, some of them, if you haven't opened it, but I don't know what kind of fucking weirdo has an unopened PS1 game just sitting around. Like, I don't,
yeah.
you know, me personally, I have 7 copies of iRobot wrapped up, ready to go, dude. When that shit, you know, when the fucking surplus drops on that.
I got the reels from Lion King.
See, no, that's probably worse than that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I just dealt with one of my biggest pet peeves right before the podcast. I went to go get a coffee. I wanted a fresh coffee in the Danish, and I didn't think that would be that hard, you know. Like, and so I get there, and
these people want $15.
listen. I'm not complaining about the girl that's working there. I'm complaining about management not having some person standing at the register talking to guests and taking orders. Take my order, please. Get this ball rolling. Make me feel welcome. Don't make me feel sorry. Hold on. Don't make me feel sorry for the girl running around on the floor. Like, I'm already feeling that way, and I, you know what? I feel bad that she's being put in that scenario where she can't get anything. She can't get both things done. You know, I just can't stand when a boss overworks their staff and doesn't hire or have more help to make a job easier and comfortable in a place that you want to come back to, and not really, you know.
Well, look here. Okay, I understand that there's this COVID-19, but I'm gonna need your rent to stay the same, but your capacity in your restaurant to be at 1/3, and I'm also gonna need you to relieve at least 1/3 of your staff to be able to, you know, turn some kind of a profit.
Yep.
Like, it's just fucking impossible for everybody right now with the way that they like decided to run the shutdown. It's just everybody, the people on the lowest rungs of the working class are left holding everything up while everybody else is just like waiting for life to go back to normal for them.
Brandon, I do know what you mean, though. I've been there, like, pissed off at the fucking counter, but I've also been the counter person, so I got, like, a little bit of both. But, you know, the drive-thru person is unacceptable. That was just fucking unacceptable. I've been the drive-thru guy. I've been
What?
I have been pissing in the bathroom and been like, hey, welcome to McDonald's. I'm going to take your order. My dick in my hand. Shout out McDonald's.
And then
You
don't even get, dude. You walk away with the shit on it. You walk away with the headphones on when you go to the bathroom when you work overnight. I swear to God.
Well, there's only 2 of you in there.
I guess I don't really care. If I'm hungry and I'm really, really drunk, like, you know.
I guess. When I pull up to a fucking drive-through menu, if I ain't getting my dick sucked within 3 seconds, I'm peeved. I'm peeved, dude.
I think what Brandon was saying, though, and like I agree with him, is like it's not the person behind the counter's fault. It's like the owner, because
they're not reducing their living.
Yeah, exactly. They made sure that they're not taking a hit.
Yeah. And your choice of what to do in that situation makes you either lose out or lose out and be an asshole.
I lost out and was an asshole. I walked out and I left. And I came to the podcast. And then guess what? I was like, bro, I'm on the phone, right? I'm talking to my buddy. And I'm like, yeah, fuck it. You know what? Dunkin' Donuts. It doesn't change coast to coast. Very, very efficient. I'll get my coffee and I'll be home. Maybe a donut. There's like cars all around the building, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, this is another pet peeve. I'm like, wow, 2 pet peeves before the podcast. That's nice. Like, the banks have not opened up, so basically, when people get paid, the banks are just full of cars that are just running. Right? Some of the people have newer cars, and those are better because they just shut themselves off at stoplights and things. But these cars are all running, so people are just sitting there, and all this like exhaust is just all around the parking lot. We're waiting to fucking, put our checks in the bank. And I'm like, what is going on? We're all just like getting tired. Like, we're all getting tired. Why are we getting?
Brandon complains about being a boomer for 10 minutes. I'm trying to go to the bank and no one's there. I go to the drive-thru. It's no one's cars.
And it's just a bunch of goddamn robots. Nobody's working any fucking more than taking a goddamn order.
No. It's like I'm saying everybody's waiting in their cars through the drive-thrus because they're doing the lanes like that, and they're just the amount of exhaust that just people are probably wasting all across the nation because they're just sitting in drive-thrus, like running their car on nothing.
There's this song called "Underwear on the Outside of the Pants." It's like a spoken word type of song. It's talking about like the homeless situation and like
Josh's pet peeve is the homeless. Okay.
Oh wow.
I hate them.
If you channel that energy, it could be a good thing.
Besides, what are you getting at?
I fucking lost it. What he was saying fucking had me on it, and then like
I fucked you up.
It's all good.
I think you were in the middle of losing it, and I brought it back.
Yeah, underwear on the outside of pants, and it's about homeless people.
Yeah. Just go listen to the song.
Yeah, y'all go listen to it. Josh, apparently it's an anti-homeless spoken word.
Oh, I have a pet peeve about spoken word artists is how they all kind of sound the same. They all have that fucking poet voice. It's very weird, and I dislike it very much.
Let's talk about my pet peeve. White rappers.
Yeah?
No doubt.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yes. It's a good thing you're Jewish.
Even though White Boy Summer is coming, White Rapper Summer is out. That was like fucking 20 years ago, dude. I am whatever you say I am. Wow, that's old school rap now.
Wow, it is. What?
Now it's like
what's happening?
It's that White Boy Summer anthem. Turn it up and throw a tantrum.
That's not bad. Expect a TikTok of that soon.
Yeah, for real.
No, I don't like. Oh man, one thing that really pisses me off: those people that wear tails in public. I'm sorry.
Yes.
I'm sorry to all my tail wearers.
all our furry friends.
Yeah, all my furry people in the YouTube comments. Comment down below and tell everybody we're anti-furry.
Yo, we were
No, I'm not anti-furry. I just think that you should try to do it less in your life.
We were friends with somebody, who wore a tail to high school quite often.
Not me. I didn't. Alec did.
Yeah, no. All the fucking time, dude. I wore it between my legs.
From every coyote you killed.
Right. I think Sean wore it pretty ironically. But it was still cringe nonetheless, and I think I've told him that.
I heard him say fucking dog, so I don't know how ironic the tail wearing is.
Jesus Christ. 3 episodes. It's only been 8 so far, and we've talked about dog fucking at least 3 times. Dog fucking and dog fight.
Speaking of dog fucking, one of my the things that turns me on is pregnant bitches.
What is happening? What is happening? I will stay, and we can talk.
We move from one topic to the next, and there's no. It's a professionalism thing, man. It's comedy. It's genius. We know what we're doing here. Yeah, pregnant bitches are one of my pet peeves. I hate them around me.
Oh,
I hate that they're allowed to have Facebook. Pregnant women should not be allowed to have Facebook. Let's just go ahead.
or children.
I hate pregnant women, so I think I just hate women.
I just women are a pet peeve.
Yeah, no, but for real, yeah, I fucking pregnant bitches turn me on. That's hot.
They turn off my Facebook. They're bitching every single day. I hope a pregnant bitch is watching this right now. Because you're fucking probably mad as hell. You're probably sitting there sour.
Swole ass feet, mad as a bitch.
Go drink some pickle juice, eat some raspberries, and some fucking detergent or some couch cushions or whatever the fuck you craving right now. And lay in the bed and cry on Facebook next 6 hours. Shut the fuck up.
Eat a whole block of cheese.
Shut up, bitch. Take one of them hamburgers with the donut buns and shit.
Perks pet peeve. Fucking pregnant women's food choices and bitching on Facebook, man. I swear to God, that does piss me off. I hate that.
You know what's hilarious? You know what's hilarious about all that?
Single mom post is bad too.
Yeah, check it out. So a baby doesn't need anything diet-wise from the mother. It can literally rob her body to get everything that it needs perfectly, and it'll be optimally, like, it's just how it functions. It's literally like a parasite, and that's why they're like, a lot of women's teeth rot out after pregnancy, because it takes the minerals in their teeth. They don't have cavities. It's just mineral deficiency because of the childbirth.
I think that these lazy bitches might be eating a bunch of cookies and ice cream and donuts and shit, not brushing their motherfucking teeth.
Or they're
falling
on
asleep in sugar comas.
They're on heavy drugs because now they have children. And they haven't been taking care of themselves. I speak for the fucking toothless here.
I think it's 50-50. I think they crave weird shit. I think 50% of the time they're just craving stupid shit because they can, because it's a thing. And then the other 50 times it is because of something that they need for whatever, for the baby. Maybe.
Well, pickle juice is fucking killing your teeth, ladies. If you're out there fucking pregnant, fucking drinking a goddamn gallon of pickle juice, you're going to have a problem.
No. It's perfectly fine. Chug vinegar and salt as much as you want all the time. It's perfectly fine for you. Nothing bad will happen. Throwing up for 9 months, you're good. Drinking fucking straight vinegar and eating sugar and fucking
Who throws up for 9 months?
Every week or so, they at least throw up once. Because I punch them.
Because I shake the shit out of their
Oh, man. That's fucked up.
You guys. Go ahead.
Farm fresh that won't beat the children nowadays.
It was Food Lion.
He told me later on, he said it was Food Lion, man. It felt bad that it wasn't like a true story. So, yeah, we redacted the last episode. It was Food Lion.
Pet peeves, man. I really don't like when I'm driving and somebody aggressively touches me when I'm driving out of nowhere.
Okay. I thought you meant like touches your car. I was like,
that too. That too is a pretty big pet peeve. Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't like that. That hasn't happened, but I would be very upset if someone aggressively touched my car with theirs.
I might be in the middle of a court case for a hit and run right now. I cannot disclose that. But sometimes people get pretty mad when you touch their car with yours, and it's not one of my pet peeves, obviously.
No, I just mean, like, if we're on tour, doing our podcast in the middle of, like, random places, and people just, want to watch us on phones in different rooms, but, like, they could just switch seats, like rotating audience, when that happens, and and I'm driving, and you reach up and you touch me, you're like, "Hey, Brandon," out of nowhere, and you just kind of like just pat me while I'm driving. I literally I get a boiling in my chest, and I'm just like, I can't get out of the mindset for a while on a person that does that. I just look at him. I'm like, can I trust you anymore? I was like, can I trust you with my life? Like, why would you do that? What if I crashed? What if you scared me? And I was like, oh shit, dear. Like, I don't know, man. I mean, I would try not to, but this is just the whole thought is kind of cringe to me as a human being if you go to do that. So then it takes me a while to retract and be like, everything's okay. I'm cool. But
people wouldn't do that to an airplane pilot. Even though it's like 10 times harder to fucking crash one, they wouldn't go up there and fucking be like, hey. But in a car, it's like hey, okay, it's fine. That's not okay in a car. It's fucking stupid. I don't like that shit either.
Yeah.
My ex used to all the time, like, you know how like sometimes, yeah, she'd punch me right in the face while I was driving.
That shit is annoying.
No,
I can handle it, but
don't y'all hate domestic violence?
You know how like sometimes you'll be like getting close to somebody, or like, you know, somebody wants you to slow down faster than you're slowing down or whatever, and like they'll shout or whatever. She would like reach over and like grab me, and that shit would make me so fucking mad every time, because like, yeah, like you were saying, it just scares the shit out of you. You're like, don't fucking touch me while I'm doing the controlling of a multi-ton vehicle going.
It's like
75.
Yeah. It's like after you come, don't fucking touch me. What do you what the fuck do you think this is?
She goes, it's a new age. It's a new age. I'm gonna make you squirt.
Oh man. Yeah. Is that what squirting is for dudes? You just fucking brick her?
You just pissed everywhere.
No, you just brick right on her, dude. She's just fucking she's just going all up in your ass, and you just brick right all over.
Brick?
Just loaf right in the hand.
Just loaf her, dude.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Leave her a whole muffin back there.
That's stupid. No, that's it's not a pet peeve of mine if a girl squirts, but like it is kind of like, wait a minute, now we gotta well, okay, I guess
clean up on aisle 3.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, it's not really a pet peeve, but damn, bitch, you better clean that shit up.
But no, it's not a pet peeve. Sorry, let me go back. I got lost there. Hold on. It's not a pet peeve of them doing it. It's a pet peeve of when they say it's not piss.
Yeah. Because we all know.
Because we all know.
Me on flat Earth and want to say that I'm fucking wrong about flat Earth, then let's argue the piss and squirt fucking argument too, if we're going to fucking go there. You gotta science. The science is all there, dude.
I watched some FX guys.
There's a portion of it that is not pee, though. There is. There's a small percentage of it. But if I have 97% shit in my hands, do you want a Skittle?
I think it's more like a 60% squirt, 40% piss.
40% Skittle.
It's one of those Pepsi machines that squirts out the high C or like different flavors.
I tell you what, I eat the poo-poo. If it's 40%, I eat the poo-poo. I eat the poo-poo.
It's not like I forget where that's from.
COVID.
No, they were talking about like making homosexuality gay in some part of Africa, and this dude's argument was that they eat the poo-poo.
Oh yeah. It was like the Nigerian. It was one of the fucking people on the government there, and he's like, you know, they eat the poo-poo. They keep on.
They eat the poo-poo.
See, our accent is not racist because we're joking on somebody who has fucking archaic views. We win here. The poo-poo.
Yo, if you're telling me that homosexuals are eating the poo-poo, I can make fun of the way you say eat the poo-poo.
One thing that I hate is nationalities. I haven't wrote anything down. I was just winging this one. Nationalities that think that their food is the best.
Well, let's argue this. Let's argue about it then.
Cringe, dude. Those people are so cringe. Italian.
No. Let's broaden that. Anybody who thinks like any tribal community that they belong to, whatever it is about that, is
Religion,
the best.
yeah.
Like, oh, we're the best fighters. We are the best soccer players. We have the best food. We have the best pies. We have the best whatever the fuck you think.
There are some true winners.
White people have the best pedophiles. I will say that.
And serial killers.
We are the fucking number one in pedophiles and serial killers.
Oh, well, I don't know, man. That Argentinian dude who fucking got like the 97 children on record and then got out like 4 years later.
Yeah. The one that, I think it was Brazilian. Oprah went.
Yeah, that shit was crazy.
The fuck?
He was a good friend of Oprah's. You know? Shout out Oprah, friend of the podcast.
Proud sponsor. Of Wibbas with Jrip.
We're definitely getting sued one day.
I can't wait till we get sued.
I'm not getting sued.
Well, you know what, Brandon?
They're gonna have to argue in court that Perk is a real person and not just an idea. And I think I've got this in the bag. There's so many layers. Is anything that I say true?
No, not many things.
Is a lie really a lie?
I'm almost all true.
If I'm actually right and I'm joking about it, does that make it wrong?
No, honestly, like you're allowed to say whatever you want. Like that's what gives the liberty of freedom of speech. You can make anything out of satire.
I heard this guy in a really crowded Walmart in Suffolk making that I can say anything I want argument.
Did he get beat up?
No, they respected him for it.
He had the sash on. King of the black people. Fucking A. Hey, shout out Peter Griffin. Big fan of the show.
Yeah, no, it's not a pet peeve of mine that people think that their culture is better or the best or whatever. I think they could have it. I think it's wise that they let it go just a little bit, If you can't even venture off into other people's cultures, and be comfortable there and just experience it and just appreciate it for what it is. I mean, that goes for religion. It goes for everything, because all of it's connected. It's all the same shit. Everything is reduced down to the same shit. I want to be a little bit better in life so I can have a little better in life and make a little better in life, Nobody really wants to, some people lose it and we don't really know why. We can't. I don't really know. That's the scariest thing. But that's a pet peeve of mine that you don't at least try to have trips out in the dark forest on mushrooms before you decide to go mow some people down in a grocery store. Like, what?
I mean, that mass shootings are a big pet peeve of mine as well. Every single one that I see, you could have planned it out so much better and could have. I didn't write down anything with my podcast except for my manifesto.
What I'm gonna say about the people who think they're whatever is the best is I don't have a problem with someone being like, I think what's going on here in my community works best for me and it's my favorite place to be and I think it's awesome. But when you're confrontational about it, I feel like that's where the issue lies. When you're like, no, your community and what's coming out of it is lesser than what's coming out of my community. rather than it's the same. It's just not for me, and I prefer this.
Yeah, a lot of people come off like that instead of coming off like, hey, yours is good for you. I like mine. Instead they come off like, hey, man, y'all got some shitty fucking culture. Like, even if that's not what they say, it comes off like that because there are,
Yeah,
their cultures.
you guys cook your meat way too fucking long and put way too many spices on it. That shit is dumb.
Brandon calling out the Jamaicans again.
No. A majority. I'm calling out my favorite. It's my favorite type of food, but they also equally fuck it up just as many times. Mexican restaurants. Authentic Mexican.
Well, it's not like you're gonna get much authentic Mexican in Wisconsin, brother. It's a long trek.
Yeah,
it's a long way to walk.
I told y'all before that there's.
Well, I mean, anywhere you find a metroplex, you can find pretty much any type of culture
food,
shit you want. Yeah.
Indian food's really good.
Yeah.
Because, like, I always heard, like, the argument, oh, you got to have Mexican food in California. Oh, you got to have Mexican food in Texas, where there's more. Bro, I've had just as good as shit in Virginia and North Carolina.
See,
all the
thing they don't know about is actually out here, like North Carolina and North Carolina and Virginia, we have our own that white sauce.
I was about to say that white sauce. They don't have the white sauce.
It's like Miracle Whip based, and it's not in Texas. It's not. Yeah, facts, dude. Big facts.
What is it?
It's
in the Mexican restaurants.
It's Miracle Whip, lemon juice, red pepper flakes, oregano, and like some parsley. Basically, you mix it up, and it's fucking delicious.
Yeah, they serve it with the red sauce, so they give you the chips in the beginning.
At Mexican restaurants?
Yeah, and also in Texas and California, most of the queso is yellow cheese. It's not the queso blanco that they do in like Virginia and stuff most of the time.
They do white cheese. They do white cheese in Wisconsin.
Yeah, I like that more.
Y'all probably got mad fucking cheese to get cheese from there.
Man, dude,
I know that's a stereotype. I'm sorry, man. I didn't mean to.
A lot of the times,
cheese culture.
you guys don't understand. Come on up here, and maybe if you guys do come up here, we can all experience Limburger cheese for the first time. I don't want to do it, but I would do it.
Isn't that a stinky one? Really stinky?
It's fucking horrible, dude. They literally squeegee off the same juices and put it in the same vat from when they started, and then they pour the juices back on. So they squeegee it all off, and then they sponge it back down, and it's basically the same bacteria that's on your skin.
Yeah, see, the thing about cheese is they're like, yeah, you just let it like fermentation. There's something about it that like,
unless it's alcohol.
Yeah, unless it's alcohol, I don't trust it. Anything alcoholic, I'm like, fuck it. It gets me drunk, I'll be okay. Or at least I'll be drunk when whatever bad happens to me.
Blue cheese. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was just going to say, but yeah, like fermentation, they're just like, yeah, we're just going to let this rot for a while.
Yeah.
We'll pick it up in a couple years.
And it's like,
cut it open, scrape it out, and then we'll eat that. And I'm like, are you sure?
Yeah, right? It's just like science, man. They let shit sit around a long time ago. And they're like, oh, fuck it, we gotta ingest this because we had nothing. And then they found out beer, and they found out cheese, and they found out, shit like that.
Dude, most Caucasians are living today because of beer fermented from quite possibly a lot of creeping Charlie. It's a flower. It's a ground ivy, and it has purple flowers. It's all over the United States. I think they basically were incorporating it to hold soil down when they were like doing road work or anywhere that they wanted to stop erosion. That this plant would go, and but that shit's fucking possibly responsible for our living today. Through the Black Plague, because all they could drink was alcohol. All the water was just covered in rat shit and rat piss.
Yeah.
I'll drink to that.
Quit throwing your shit on me, Frank. Fucking.
Throw it down from the. I hate that. That's one of my pet peeves. Is San Francisco, India.
They don't have plumbing. They don't have plumbing in San Francisco. They're just dumping that shit in the streets.
Indian scammers. No. People in San Francisco just shit in the streets. They just skip the middleman, which is the toilet.
I thought you were gonna say which is the caste system.
They have little holes. They have little holes where you just shit right on the sidewalk.
No. They still don't care about the public. They just don't.
Bro, I saw
don't care.
This little like film piece, and it's like about not slashing people's tents in Los Angeles, and it's like this lady, and there's like needles and like shit all outside of her tent, like literal shit outside of her tent, and like trash, and she's like, I don't understand why somebody would do this to my home. I live here, and I'm like, bro, you're literally in front of their house. They live here, and you shit on their sidewalk. How about you move your ass the fuck up out of here?
I would find like even when I worked in places without a porta potty in construction all my life, I found a place to shit that wasn't on someone's stoop or on the sidewalk.
Or where fucking Fred and George could see me while I'm.
Aren't there some? Aren't there some cities where the terraces belong to the city and not the homeowners?
Oh, they're like yards?
On the terrace? No, just the grass that's near the road between the sidewalks.
Yeah.
In some cities, do they own that?
From the sidewalk to the curb in most cities is the city's
property. So that's cool. So why don't they just build fucking birdhouses and put them in the terrace trees, and then homeless people could live there?
Homeless people are too busy shitting and masturbating on those terraces.
Dude, they're high on meth. Fucking walking around on.
Yo, I think I'm just gonna teach homeless people how to climb trees. And
ain't climbing no goddamn trees.
Voices tell them to.
Unless the shadow people start chasing them with AK-47.
Yeah.
It's like a type of person. Eventually, the people that's what they do is they just make stick homes, like little nests in trees.
Yeah, everybody donate to the podcast. We're starting a fucking nonprofit called Tree Houses for the Homeless. They're going to be able to play video games up there all day. Mom is going to bring them pizza rolls.
No, we could have a robot deliver that, dude. We could have pizzas made by Domino's could probably do it, get some kind of subsidy thing or whatever with the government. And then you could
drone strike people. They could drone pizza them.
They could drone pizza the homeless into trees, yes.
Or, the government could tell Walmart, Target, McDonald's, Burger King, Popeyes, all these major conglomerates that they are responsible for feeding the fucking people in the streets and taking care of them and making sure that they're not shitting in the streets. It's their responsibility. You're making billions of dollars off of us. You should be fucking handling this issue.
Yeah. Walmart sponsors it. They sell the pop-up kit that can hang in the tree.
They don't sell
shit. Hang into the tree.
I mean, instead of having to give away fucking bullshit bonuses to the fucking CFOs and CEOs to fucking evade taxes, they should have to actually donate to charity and fucking help relieve.
A lot of them donate to their own charity, though.
Yeah, at which they can fucking draw funds from, and their charity owns their vacation homes, and their charity owns their cars, and their children's cars, and their cousins' cars, and
they do it through a university. If you give it to somewhere you went as an alumni, then you have pool wherever you went to university and all that shit. They put into foundations and they fucking funnel money that way too. It's a fucking function. Because a lot of their money is assets. Yachts, mansions, children's plays.
Yeti coolers, lots of Yeti coolers.
Filled with cores for the boys, ready for white boy summer.
They have entire warehouses of Yeti coolers.
cargo ships dropping off, electronic waste in Ghana so that they can burn the plastic off of the copper and recycle it. They own investments in companies that own slaves in the Congo, mining for diamonds and gold.
I don't
They
know.
haven't.
That's a pet peeve of mine is having slaves. That's fucking horrible. They still exist. It's still happening.
We here at WWJD, we
Big
renounce
woke.
we renounce slavery. I know that's a big hot take, but we renounce slavery here.
Oh no. And I actually try to help homeless people out whenever they're around me.
Your own children, those
Okay.
are your slaves.
I was about to say, if you got kids, they're your slaves until 18. Period. I think the laws say they have to do what you say. Period. I believe that's in the
Get in here,
guidelines.
take it with me, boy.
Yeah, I don't know about that, but
No. Slavery's bad. That's a fucking hot take from Perk. That's a quote. It's a slavery's bad.
you have to let people go home at least 2 days a week.
Yeah, as long as I own the home.
You know what I mean? You know, when you're driving somebody to do things for you at a very minor cost compared to the whole of things, you let them come home. You let them go home on the weekends. That's what you do.
I think that you should go home for 9 months out of the year and don't ever go outside. And anyway,
What are you talking about?
mask, quarantine. I said it, YouTube.
I think you should go inside for 9 months and not come out, or else. We're not kidnapping these children that are being stockpiled to the border.
Don't what you hear me and your mama doing out here? Don't come out here. It's none of your business. We're either fucking or fighting.
There's a pet peeve of mine. Pretending that there's some type of partisan agenda that's keeping us from being able to adequately care for thousands of children at our southern border.
Yeah. Big facts.
I am not qualified to talk about that stuff.
Joint effort from Mexico and us, obviously, but they're here right now, so we should fucking do something now.
They were here and coming here for years. It's been a charade of fucking. Oh, that team's not letting us do it. Oh no, that team's not letting us. Oh, that team's not letting us. And it's just just a bunch of bullshit.
Yeah.
Waiting until it gets to a point to where they can't pretend it's not a colossal issue anymore.
Yeah.
It's annoying.
Kids in cages are bad. Another hot take. The WWJD whole podcast.
What? Fucking extreme wealth. People that have way too much goddamn money. That's a pet peeve of mine.
Yeah, like people at school who got a whole pack of gum and don't give a shit. That's a pet peeve. I hate them for the billionaires.
You might as well be a millionaire.
I think that it's very strange that to think that when you go out to eat or anything, somebody sitting right next to you eating the same fucking food that you're eating is making 1,000 times more money than you. 1,000. Like, that is insane.
I don't think people that are
zero. 1,000 times zero, Brandon, is zero. So I don't know if anybody's making 1,000 times more money than me.
I would say that I think the people that are making that much money normally aren't eating at the places I'm eating at.
Yeah, the dumpster.
Behind Little Caesars, I don't normally see.
Bill Gates is just sitting there in the bed like, what's for fucking dinner today?
Just waiting for the extra most bestest.
Well, so I shop at a Whole Foods co-op and occasionally. And there are people in there. It's like the hoity-toity, like there's a lot of like mansions and shit around here, and they're basically eating the same. I might even be eating better than them, but
What you should combat this is cough on everything you
What?
see in the store.
Oh
Just
no, you know that
wipe.
they probably had, if they're making billions, like they had something to protect
They
themselves
had the vaccine in 2018.
before they went to the conference before it was released and was like, well,
Yeah.
do we all agree that we should release this onto the public?
Yeah.
Nah, they ain't do that shit, dude. I'm not surprised that it happened, from a bat too. Bats are dirty as fuck. They're tough, man. They can, man. They have the really great immune system. So, I mean, they
Unlike
can carry
humans.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
I think we should make the bats wear masks and stay inside, and and we could probably get rid of it. You know,
Hot take.
woke.
it's not spreading around my area really bad like it was when Trump came into town and they had that rally still. Fucking nuts. But
Brought COVID.
Like a
Man.
wave. Like a blanket. Like a bunch of blankets that he handed out.
that was a good episode. That was a really fucking good episode.
What?
You're talking about South Park, right?
I have a feeling it's South Park. I fucking felt that. Are you talking about when the casinos or whatever?
Oh,
The old school episodes? Where they're like, we want to take our land back or whatever. It's so fucking good. It's so deeply ironic. It's fucking hilarious.
But
Perfect.
yeah,
Perfect.
there's so many fucking wealth that I've never seen before in DFW. And it's so crazy because
DFW.
Dallas Fort Worth.
Oh, okay.
It's that's what they call the whole metroplex. But it's insane. I will literally see somewhere that's $30 million, legitimately $30 million across the street from something like the house across from your dad's, Brandon.
Just a stick-built fucking 1950s kind of thing.
Yeah, just a fucking...
With 50 grand, 60 grand.
Yeah, and then 5 more minutes
That's
up
no
the street.
insulation.
Yeah, 5 more minutes up the street, there's tents and shit underneath the highway, and I'm just and there's 2 fucking cars in this mansion.
All right, message to all of our tent watchers and stick-built house viewers. There's way more of you than there is of that person in that $30 million mansion. Go fucking take it.
There's a better view. If they have a good tree, once I teach you how to climb, you can get up on the roof and you can watch the stars from the roof.
I told my mom,
treehouse too now.
It's so crazy because there's so many houses. Honestly, if I was homeless here, I could have a little bit of clothes in a book bag and just walk around these rich neighborhoods where nobody really lives and just live in these motherfucker houses. And even if they were
ADT, and they got a Ring doorbell, they're gonna see everything, dude.
Man,
they know when their windows are open.
Dude, fuck that. I will be in this part of the house by the time the cops get there. I'll be over here.
Bro, they know how long it takes a shit.
Dude, we'll be running around like Scooby-Doo in that hoe.
Running through different doors.
Me and the cops.
You and the cops both don't know the layout. You're both kind of emerging from different rooms.
That's what I'm saying, man. They won't catch me.
You and your band of homeless fucking mystery-solving teens. And y'all would have got away with it, too, if it weren't for fucking inequality of wealth in America.
Mystery-causing teens.
Oh, man. I don't know why I just thought about people outbursts in stores and stuff, but people that are really fucking loud at their conversation, they're just when they're projecting, and it's almost like they're yelling, but they're just talking. Oh man, I hate that. Or when they're all having a conversation.
I love it. I love it.
Huh?
I love
It's
it.
kind of, yeah, it is. It is kind of like that weird level of like, what the fuck is going on? Why are these people acting out like this? Like,
Bro, I will get off of my phone to listen to somebody's conversation in the supermarket, bro. That shit is interesting.
but there's a noticeable difference between people. There's a noticeable difference between people that are talking about which groceries they're gonna get and people that are yelling about which groceries they're gonna get. You know,
No, they're yelling about their fucking brother's sister's kid who fucking.
That's because he's
oh,
in the whole,
you know, you can't have those. You can't have those crackers and make some shit all over the place.
he's at the fucking Whole Foods Co-op. They're all yacked up out of their fucking mind. Like, yeah. You want to get the fucking organic squash? Yeah, we're gonna get the organic squash. You want to have some salmon tonight? I had 47 ounces of Alpha Brain this morning.
They're like, don't you think the crystal meth is doing a little bit? Nah, never.
You don't think the steroids has anything to do with it? What do you mean, little man?
Yeah, fucking A. There's not much difference between steroids and meth. It's what you do with it.
Here's a big pet peeve of mine. People treating like anabolic steroids are like, you know, some evil, horrible drug.
Yeah.
Dude,
Drugs.
I mean, I think if you're not doing it appropriately and you're doing it like, I think that, you know, with any kind of drug use, it should be after your brain's fully developed. So 25, man, 25 and 28, like that's the
Brandon, my body, my choice. That's how I look at it.
I think you should.
Brandon, I'm gonna tell you
Anyway.
something. I was fully developed at 16. Let me tell you what, boy.
I could drink a whole bottle of Jack.
When I shake my head to the left, I hear 3 clicks. And when I shook my head just now, I heard 3 clicks. My brain's the same size.
Oh shit! Yeah. I do kind of subscribe to the "My Body, My Choice" movement. You know, Roe versus Wade.
Oh, I'm not against it. I'm not against it. I think just people should do it less.
Yeah,
do it a lot less. You know,
I think crack a lot less. I think that fucking athletes should use anabolic steroids a lot less as well.
I disagree. I want to see football players that are methed out of their mind on fucking as many steroids as they can get into them. Just fucking
and I agree.
smashing fighters, just fucking smashing each other. That's what I want to see. Fuck that. Fuck all that shit.
Add multipliers onto the score. If you could do a backflip through the field goal, that should be
a requirement. You have to be able to do that to get in.
We're putting a goal. We're putting basketball goals. We're putting basketball goals on the top of field goals, and so they have to dunk on the top of their linemen launch them by doing parkour.
Yeah, I'm tired of extreme sports not being extreme enough. Let's get them on meth. Let's get them back in here tomorrow, and we'll see what they can really do.
No, I mean, honestly, extreme sports are the only ones really pushing shit. Like, let's be honest. Without steroids, I mean, football can only be played but so well without drugs.
Yeah,
without changing the rules or changing how the game works, something has to change for the game to change. But fucking extreme sports, these motherfuckers are doing quadruple backflips on bikes now, and when doubles were thought to be insane 10 years ago. Like, there's I saw this dude, his name's Cody Raha. He's doing shit that they do on BMX bikes on a dirt bike, like hitting the streets, doing handrails on a dirt bike.
See, that's what I like to see.
They're probably gonna have. They're gonna have. I mean, before you know it, 30 years down the road, when 0 point energy hits, they're gonna have bikes that can do like 100 in a second, and it's gonna be insane.
You're gonna fly off of it.
Nah, you'd be all right. They just stretch it out.
Yourself in. We strap yourself in like the fucking bike thing from South Park that we were talking about. One in your ass, one in your mouth, and you'll be fucking. As long as you sink some teeth in.
That was a good episode. That was a good episode too. Every last one of them. It's pretty impressive.
What's another pet peeve of mine? Fuck. I had one. Oh, Indian scammers. I was gonna say this earlier. Y'all know I love those guys so much. You guys have both been like, I fucking have merged calls with you, Brandon, and fucked with these people, and I've fucking been with you, Josh, and fucked with these people. Y'all know I hate these people.
You are the son of a slut.
Yeah, they dude called me the son of a slut the other day on a comedy call.
That was good.
Me and Brandon got paid by the minute because that was a business call. We turned into a conference call.
That is funny.
We were talking to our Indian market team about the podcast, about getting it out there.
Wasn't his name like Tyler?
It was actually Kevin.
What is going
Austin.
on?
Was it Kevin or Austin, Brandon? Can you remember? And they always say Kevin. They love Kevin.
They think your name is Kevin or their name is Kevin?
They don't think their name is Kevin. They fucking old people do.
Hello, this is Kevin.
They do. My grandmother's husband for 19 years, and then he died. He before he died, the last 10 years of his life, this guy was targeted by so many scammers, and he was giving out thousands of dollars to people all across the world. I'm sure these people were just ripping him off left and right, like for years. Like, oh, you have a chance to win all this, and there's some sob story about like good luck and Christ coming into your life.
Nowadays, a kid would go in there and they'd be like, "Grandpa, why are you such a fucking simp?"
Grandpa, you stupid fuck! Get off the goddamn phone! I told you fucking 30 goddamn times to get off the fucking phone.
You're eating up the fucking Wi-Fi.
Give me $100, Granddad. Fucking.
Are you saying Gen Z? You're talking about Gen Z is saving the world right now? Yeah, they're just like fucking idiots. They're like 7-8-year-old geniuses. I'm telling you. So they're projecting that these kids right now that are 4 or 5 are gonna live to be between 140 and 160 years old because of medicine.
Yeah, as long as their parents are alive that long to take care of them.
Yeah, as long as they don't get fucking shot, hit by a car, and everything else in the meantime.
Well, some of them are going to die off that way.
Drugs, you know.
It's okay though. It's part of the plan.
Yeah. Those lucky bastards didn't get the opioid addiction.
I was born in the 90s, so Wibbas, it's not crack, it's heroin.
Oh man, the 90s were such a special decade, man. It felt like I don't know how to say it. It was a good decade.
Yeah, man. Real sick.
Super sick decade. Great music. The music is really where it was at. Every genre was pop.
I think it was really just the vibe, dude. You know?
It was the vibe. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it was really the vibe for me because I was like at the oldest 4. So it was a great time for me, you know, like I was like, oh shit, you know, 2000, like 1999, I think I already learned how to ride a bike and shit. So like I was doing good, man. Life was great. I was eating bugs and mud and playing with sticks and shit.
I remember the early 2000s pretty fondly. I learned to lean with it, rock with it. I learned to crank that Soldier Boy. And
the stanky leg.
Yeah, the stinking leg.
Yeah, honestly though, the fucking
is that because they're trying to air out their why are they doing that? Is that to air something out possibly? Doing that motion?
If you're at the club, probably.
It's when after you feed your dogs. Typically, you're fighting dogs. You might step in a little bit of poop. So you're trying to get it off your shoe.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
No, I have
Yeah,
no
Michael
clue,
Vick.
but
Michael Vick made it up.
invented it.
Yeah. Do the stanky shoe. The stanky cleat, actually. They let him back in.
I respect him as a football player for sure. I would definitely want him as my quarterback.
Yeah.
John Wayne Gacy as a clown.
Yeah,
John Wayne Gacy.
I would want him at my nephew's birthday. John Wayne Gacy, that is, he's just a good entertainer. He's just really good at it. I can't take away his skill at being able to entertain children.
If I had Michael Vick come to my birthday party, I would try to get him to smash watermelons from 50 yards with a football, or like throwing them.
Why watermelon?
Because it'd be easier to hit than any other thing.
Good save.
What?
Ron Jeremy's ability to fuck children. Oh, wait, hold on. That's still not.
Jimmy Seville. We can do that one. We can do Jimmy Seville.
Yeah.
Jimmy Seville still hosted the TV networks and all that shit, and still was very good friends with the Queen and everything, even though he was outed as a public pedophile. He's still a cool guy. It's like Epstein. Still a chill-ass finance bro. He cooks the books, and he fucks the kids.
Did y'all see there was a TED Talk? Or I don't know, man. Maybe it wasn't a TED Talk. Listen, maybe it wasn't a TED Talk now that I'm thinking about it. But
it was Ghislaine Maxwell?
It felt like a TED Talk. No, it was this girl that was basically talking about how we can't, discriminate against these people because they're born with an attraction to these. Who the fuck is here, dude? Yo, I'm not. Yo.
Did you swat him? I swatted him, dude. Did you call too?
No, he started talking about fucking the Maxwells and shit.
Man,
the Clintons have sent someone to your location.
I can't deal with certain people, like.
Is that the Jehovah's Witness?
Yeah, I'm just trying not to deal with dangerous people. Sometimes there's people that are okay to have in your life. There's other people that you just shouldn't talk to. That's just how it is.
Did you just lock your door and walk away?
Yeah.
Fucking Chad. Fucking
legend.
And still talking loud as he was earlier. He isn't even fucking.
I know,
He's just
dude. I know.
In the front of the house, this light turned off and this one turned on.
Dude.
That was legendary. Fuck them.
People, man.
Tell me you're working. Some people work from home.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I'm hoping they go away. That's.
Just say it louder. They will.
Fucking leave!
That's one of my pet peeves is random fucking people knocking or fucking ding donging, dude. When you don't know someone's coming to your house and they show the fuck up.
Well, this person has been showing up. Well, this person has been showing up to my house in this Halloween costume for the last couple of months, and I'm just like, I'm not giving you candy this time. I've been buying fucking tons of bags of candy, and I am not doing it no more.
Oh man, Brandon's picking on the autistic kid from up the street again because he likes to wear a Spider-Man costume.
Oh my god!
Hilarious, dude.
It's not a kid; he's a midget.
Hey, you got some candy? Come on,
fucking back, Brandon.
Yeah, the story would be cooler if it was a very large person, like a 7 foot dude, just like. I want my butterfingers.
And his costume is custom, dude.
That's actually a pet peeve of mine, too. That's a pet peeve of mine. The fact that we know what sugar does, right? And still, there's just a surplus of it given to children, and everybody's just like, oh, yeah, it's just once a year, they're whatever. They're going to hoard that shit, and they're going to eat it for, the next whole fucking year, anyways, it's just weird to me that it's not like okay to give out apples or cans of soup or tuna or you know what I mean? That should be something like, oh, look what I got. I got a pineapple, you know?
I smack the fuck out of you. I smack the fuck out of you. Give me a goddamn can of tuna. Oh, bitch ass man from 1387 on Spooner Street gave me some tuna.
No, it's just the lid. It's just the lid that he's cut off, and he puts it in there, so they fucking put their hand in there and cut it all up.
He's the one who puts razor blades in the candy,
and
it's like,
in the
stupid
apples.
fucking kids, don't eat the goddamn candy, bitch.
That's fucking horrible. I can't even believe that happens, man. That people actually do that shit is just
I
mind-boggling.
think they did it once, and now it's like a meme.
A folk legend.
Yeah, a little wives' tale.
A little wives' tale.
I know that if I had a lot of money, I would be very. And you could say it's irresponsible, but I think it's almost responsible. I would go out and I would just probably spoil people and do random crazy shit for people if I saw him excelling in any way. Like Tony Hawk. You know how Tony Hawk goes around and he's like, do a kickflip, and then he gives him shit. That's
like
cool.
Mr. Beast. Shout out Mr. Beast. He always does that shit, and he's like from Carolina. He does this shit all the time in Carolina. Go subscribe to fucking Mr. Beast on YouTube.
That's also shout out Supreme Patty. He does the same thing. That's what I was about to think about, Supreme Patty.
I thought you were gonna say that you were gonna get a bunch of money and buy all the candy and then burn it all. I was like gonna make a joke about you being the fucking Joker.
I was thinking of Willy Wonka's dad. It's like
Willy Wonka from the new one. He's like, you can't have this candy, Willy.
What if you could have a chocolate bar company that could basically take all those things in exchange for their healthy candy? So all the loot that they get over Halloween, they could exchange for your better healthy candy.
Let's go exchange all of our Glocks for Nerf guns.
Let's go trade all of our deep fried chicken for tofu squares.
No,
not a chance.
Never.
I know, man. I'll be real. Like a good Snickers or Twix is. They know what they're doing. They know what they're doing.
Yeah,
they know exactly what they're doing. We're on to you.
We're watching.
Yeah, Twix. You better send some merch here.
Okay, so another thing that turns me on. Let's get off of the fucking pisses you off. Let's go to turn
right.
on.
Yeah. I didn't know if we'd have time, but fuck it. Let's rock it.
White trash bitches. I don't know why.
Mud sluts.
Yeah, you got some fucked up ass tattoos that you got on the couch. Your pants are like size 2 and falling off because you're all fucked up off the shit. That's my hair's unwashed for like 2 days. Eyeliner's extra thick from where your boyfriend touched you. I don't know what it is about that, but I'm just like,
nice. Yeah. I think it's the old proverbial fucking. You can't turn a hoe into a housewife. It's like, I'm gonna try. What's up?
No, I don't want.
I'm that Wibbas.
No, I don't. I see it as like.
You just want to fuck them.
like, oh, okay. I can just like just blast through a couple of y'all and
pee on them.
Pee on them. Burn them with my cigarette. I paid for the whole hour. You're gonna do what I say.
I gave you 220s.
I put a padlock on the inside zipper of this tent, bitch. You ain't getting out.
I actually kind of like fucking really fucking mostly liberal chicks or leftist chicks.
The super commies.
It's just a win. It's just a win. We'll leave it at that. They have horrible fucking self-esteem usually, and they'll just take it on her face.
What? You do what on her face? What?
Get the beer.
A nice little golden shower.
Man, that would be that would fucking make me want to vomit if a girl told me wanted to do that.
If like Biden came out as like a pee lover, like himself, they'd be like, "Don't kink shame him. He likes what he likes." But like Trump, they're like, "Oh, dude, you likes getting peed on? That's fucked up." And it's like, you guys fucking watch weird ass porn that you fucking don't want to tell anybody about. Everybody does.
I'm not a fan of Trump. I was a fan of him getting peed on. That was our connecting moment. I was like,
that's
you got peed on?
You got a voter.
You too, big guy.
Wait, what?
When the Trump thing that they were saying there was
a little warm trickle. That's cool.
Yeah. Wake me up.
Somebody peed on Trump?
In bed.
Yeah. That was the thing. Is like there was no evidence of it, but they said that they had the P tapes and they were going to release them or something like that. We don't fact check here. We don't give a fuck. We know that there was some P tape business going around. They said that there was whatever. And right when they told that to me and Josh heard about that in 2017, and we were like, dude, Trump's our guy. You know.
And then I heard that he paid the porn star to keep her fucking dirty mouth shut after he fucked her, and she didn't. And I was definitely on his side. I was like, damn, man, you paid this bitch to keep her mouth shut and she's still out here yapping?
Yeah, it's like Drake. Everybody's like, oh, Drake's okay. Drake, fucking grooming little
what do you
stars and getting in trouble for it for not telling anybody and all that. And then Trump does the same shit. And Drake's the biggest artist in the world, and Trump's the most hated person.
Oh, Trump, I don't know if I honestly, no innocent man settles is all I'm going to say on that. But what if...
That's true.
What if that's why you go, that's the whole story of Jesus, man. He didn't settle. He was like, fucking send me to the cross.
You go to trial to go and prove your innocence.
Yeah.
But Trump also does know that, when you walk in the courtroom that, one fucking slip up when you're on the stand, if you're going to testify, can eat your entire testification if they'll fuck you over.
Yeah. Anyways, what I was going to say is just kind of interesting to me, like the mechanic behind the social mechanic. If he were to just be like, you know what? I did it. I did it. So what? It's my business. It's what I like sometimes. Like, not that much. Whatever. What would have happened?
I mean, the same thing with that politician that was found dead. He was like, he had a male prostitute in there, and there was a bunch of drugs and all that shit, and they're all freaking out about it. That was like a couple years ago. And then even to expand upon that, like fucking John Travolta and Eddie Murphy getting caught with transvestite fucking transgender prostitutes, excuse me. I used the term that they used in the fucking 90s when they caught them. Excuse me. They need a public fucking apology from being fucking ostracized for that.
All right. Anybody who has an issue with the word transvestite or transsexual is no longer allowed to watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show. So shut the fuck up and delete that movie.
Yeah, we don't want, and don't watch this either. Please. It's just gonna be mad.
Yeah, whatever his business is, whatever he did is whatever he did. I try not to look at people like that. Whatever, man. I gotta live around you. We gotta live on the same planet. Just mind my I'm gonna mind my business and you mind yours. Silence, and we'll be all right. Don't come around. Don't come around me in your fucking white New Balances. We know what's up with you in your fucking dungeon.
If you want to pay a 25-year-old to pee on you in the comfort of a hotel, you should be able to do that. And then, have her daughter,
Yeah, if that's what you want. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want to do. I would advise against it.
17,
Oh
we
my
can
God.
start looking at contract options for her, and
Yeah. I mean, we send them to the military when they're 17. She should go on real before.
oh, let's speak about that. Let's speak about that as a pet peeve. Why for some
No, we're
reason
supposed to be
like
talking about
you're
what we like.
you're not
We can jump back. Go ahead. What you're not supposed to what?
You're not supposed to be a fucking adult, really, and like you can't make the decision whether or not to smoke or
Tread carefully.
drink alcohol
Mm.
until you're 21. But you can sign up to fucking go get blown up in Afghanistan or fucking shoot brown kids over oil in Syria. Like you're smart enough to do that, but you're not fucking. Like if that is what the attitude is, then it should be raised to 21 until you can enter the military. Like, oh, you're not old enough to make a decision to be responsible enough whether or not you should put this into your body until you're 21. Well, I don't think you're responsible enough to make the decision of whether or not you want bullets in your fucking face and stomach and shit when you're 18. Like, I think a lot of people that went in at 17 and like either whatever happened to them, if you ask them at 21, they'd be like, I wish I wouldn't have gone in. That was fucking
A lot of people, yeah.
an awful decision.
Yeah, you ain't made for it. You ain't made for it. A lot of people ain't made to be a soldier. You're not. You know what I mean? Like, there's so many fucking people.
Nowadays, everyone is made to be a soldier because you want me to go on. Fuck it, I'll go on a conspiracy theory tangent. They're teaching people with fucking game controllers how to kill each other because soon enough, we'll have fucking little robots running around on the ground. You'll be playing Call of Duty from the inside of your little fucking face and killing fucking people on a little screen. And that's why they have video games like that. So that's why Call of Duty's all the fucking rage, man.
Is that why that one that was very transhuman, like, failed with the robot suits?
Cyberpunk?
What the fuck happened? No, that Call of Duty. No, there was a Call of Duty that they had, where they had robot suits and they were jumping around and shit. And
Black Ops 3.
I don't remember.
No. I know what he's talking about. It was supposed to be the next one. It was like Cloud Out.
Modern Warfare 3?
No. It wasn't a Modern Warfare. It was a different game.
Oh, I got you.
It was like fucking Skyscapes or fucking whatever. It was like a futuristic version of.
Pet peeve with the fucking entire video game industry as a whole.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it.
Let's make that game, but with different looking people.
I hate that fucking video game industry because it's like everything's got to be everything's got to adhere to as many people as possible. They can't just make shit. It should be very niche.
Wait, what? You can't just make whatever the fuck you want when you make a video game?
I mean, if you're an independent developer, absolutely.
But like that somebody like. I'm not a huge gamer, so like I know Black Box isn't around anymore, but like as an example, Black Box isn't going to pay millions of dollars for you to produce a video game that's only going to be, liked by a
million people, because they literally look at like even like Nintendo stopped. I can't even think of what it is recently because it only sold 7.3 million copies. Only. It's $60. Only 7.3 million. That's not enough. It's just not enough.
Yeah, you got to put a lot of work into them.
And then I hate that since about 2018 or 2017, 2016, we've moved to this free-to-play model on PETPEEVES, that bullshit, where you can download the game for free and you can pay to have all these extra things, and now everybody plays it, and they tout that they have hundreds of millions of players, and it's like, you have hundreds of millions of downloads. How many people are simultaneously playing 10 million? That's fucking a drop in the bucket to 7 billion. We have playing 8 billion now.
Yeah. It's kind of weird. I saw a thing for a virtual world they're basically rebuilding the world without any like man-made structures at all. And so then you can go around and you basically can own a plot of it for the future virtual world that they're gonna like create and you can go into.
Oh, I have the slips of paper here that I'm gonna cut up, and we'll let you own them. I get that the value of that would probably be more if people start plugging themselves into some type of Matrix Inception type deal.
I think it's coming. I think it's coming, and I think
I would argue at this point, like, not at this point, but at that point, like, why am I paying for a piece of land in a simulated world? Why don't you run a simultaneous simulation where I can own the entire fucking world for the same price? If you already have the processing capability, like.
Josh is like, I don't want the fucking piece of cake. I want all of it.
Facts. Big facts.
I'm mad about the billionaires here, but I want to be a billionaire in the digital world.
No. What I'm saying.
Your
is,
own
like,
world.
Like, if you're already going to be running a simulation that is that intense and that intricate, like, how much more would it be to run a simultaneous one for each person that signs in to be slightly modified for their own specifications?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Rather than buying a piece of a land or a piece of an area inside of
when anybody enters my world, you're shorter, fatter, slower, poorer,
and uglier than me.
Than me. No one visits, but I don't care.
I have a house made out of sticks and mud. They don't have houses. And the people that are lower than them make the houses.
Same experience. You have to fucking get in your little headset and shit and wait and fucking be the rafters in my house, bastard. That's what Bill Gates wants. He wants his own little virtual world where all the rafters in his billion person mansion.
Yo, these fucking billionaires in Silicon Valley buying like bunkers and shit, and it's like,
why?
When you come out after this apocalypse, you're gonna have a bunker. Let's say at most you have 6 months to a year's worth of food in a bunker. You come out. Then what? Like,
if you guys know, if you've looked into it, 20 years worth of food, it's all bad food. If you got stuff that you eat for 20 years, it's fucking terrible.
Yeah.
Like it's not good for you at all.
It's not tasty. It's fucking just so you can. It's for subsistence.
You're making me want to eat a can of soup right now.
Like, if your job is like,
Josh,
fucking.
They're nerds who played Fallout. They think they're gonna come out and it's gonna be Fallout fucking 3, and they're gonna have a fucking.
That's what I'm saying. Like these people are like stock traders and like write code for like specific parts of video games. Like, what do you think you're gonna hide in a bunker for 3 fucking months when civil unrest happens, and you're gonna come out and the fucking poor people that attacked all the rich people are gonna go away?
Yeah.
When you come out of your bunker, they will find you.
Maybe, but if they don't, I think it's going to be that the atmosphere is not going to be breathable. So, I mean, I guess if you're able to get a hold of some masks,
depending on the apocalypse.
Yeah, what happens?
Right. Well, that's about the best bet that you're going to get.
People announcing the apocalypse over and over and it not fucking happening. That pisses me off.
That is a little annoying. Yeah.
I've been prepping for this shit. Because my theory isn't, let's go in a hole and hide. It's I go and eat everybody I can. until I figure out what's going to happen, or I go amass enough people to where we can go eat everybody we can. And then
My
figure out.
my theory is to kill everything that moves that comes close. Unless I fucking know you, and if I do, you come with me, and then we're killing everything that fucking moves that comes close to us.
I'll set up the traps with slow Bic lighters that flash in the middle of a field, so people think there's somebody over there smoking a cigarette, and then we'll draw them in.
You're the bait.
Dude, I'm gonna be shitting in pits, like on sticks with points, and putting them in pits. Little, what's it called? Punji traps, right?
You're gonna shit on them to give them what? An infection? Oh my god!
If they live, then they're gonna have like nasty, fucked up infections and shit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, it depends on how bad it is out there. Because if it's like so bad that there's no drinkable water or no anything, by day 9, you're not gonna want to spoil that. You're not gonna want to spoil that at all.
I'm thinking more of like a like electronic grid situation where everything just like
like an EMP.
Another fucking a Carrington event. Another Carrington event like happened in 1849. Fucked everything up.
Yeah, a meteor. What was that? I mean, honestly, a meteor could come close enough to the Earth and like fuck everything up.
All the electrical components.
Yeah.
So everybody, that would be wild, dude. If like all over the world, everybody's electrical components either fried or just got like just toasted. That would be very. That's very, very. That would be very, very
EMP bad. Or whatever. The Tom Cruise version, they send out the EMP. It fucks everybody's solenoid up in their car, and then nobody can drive.
Yeah. That's a scary ass movie. That's a scary movie.
I fuck with that movie hard. It's a shame that Dakota Fanning was raped by Tom Cruise on the set of that.
What?
That's just a rumor I just made up.
Oh.
God damn, man.
April Fools!
That was my chest and shit, man. I was like, God damn, no.
Oh, that bothered me too. I love Tom Cruise, man. He's real good.
I think that I'm Tom Cruise.
I used to not love Tom Cruise, but then he broke Oprah's arm, and I was like, "That's my Wibbas."
Did he break her arm?
Was it Oprah? It was one of them fucking talk show host ladies.
Sprained her wrist.
Oh, it was Oprah, right?
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean that was the one he jumped all on the couch and flipped out.
Yeah, Oprah. Yeah.
He hurt her on the show?
He broke her arm when he was jumping on the couch shaking her shit, bro.
So that's what happened. You notice how he come back in movies and his teeth were all fixed and shit. They cloned his ass because Oprah had that motherfucker killed, boy.
Dang, I would not. She does have a lot of money.
The church. Oprah called up the Church of Scientology and said, "Yo, y'all gonna have to send in version 2. Version 1 just broke my fucking arm. I'm done with this."
Yeah.
Oh my god, that is such a wickedly cringy thought, man.
We're gonna have to replace him. She called up the Clintons, and they replaced him.
You know, like you do.
Yeah, the old Clinton repo company. They come and repo your body, and then you loan out another one.
Or they leave you in a storage container, or in a river a few miles away from the walking trail.
You're 70 years old. You're bench pressing, no spotter. Got Jesus spot for me. You know,
you're in a cell.
His whole life.
You're in a cell. All the cameras go out. The security guards sleeping to death.
Oh man.
Turn-ons, man. I honestly, someone that can notice things when I'm around them that I never would have noticed. They could point something out, like just I don't know. It could be completely abstract. I don't care if it's a guy or a girl, just a mental attraction. I feel like I want to be around that person. Like when they can see something that I didn't see, you know, I'm super attracted to that.
See something in yourself, or just like see from a different perspective?
Yeah, from a different perspective of something that's happening around me that I'm also seeing, or that I might not have seen or even paid attention to. You know, just like another tale that I fucking missed because you can't. It's so weird how perception is, like your own unique perception of things, because that's all you know. You know. Weird.
Yeah, it is weird because everybody's is wrong but mine, and and it's really alienating to look around and see so many wrong people.
It's a pet peeve of mine. The whole world is not on the same level as me.
Dude, I'm up here, man. I'm just fucking
Vibing, man. The whole world isn't really vibing. It's you.
They aren't
It's just
doing
you.
their fucking chakra meditations enough, and they don't have enough crystals in their butthole.
They haven't been doing the education, Sway. They haven't been doing the education. I've been doing this longer than you.
How, Sway?
I've been at the local community college for 12 years.
Yeah, one thing that
I got 3 masters.
fuck is
What are their names?
But the gas station gives me really good health insurance.
Fuck. What was I gonna say? Oh, just creativity in general. Just in general, someone who's creative in thought, in talent. I can't surround myself with non-creative people. It fucking stifles me and makes me sick.
Yeah. I
mean, even worse is I don't. And here's my pet peeve. Even worse than that is not somebody who's just not creative but somebody who's not creative who wants to leech off of somebody who is. And I'm not even talking about people that are personal to me, but like fucking, like I've watched it so many times.
Oh, like hype men?
Oh, that's good. DJ Khaled, we're calling you out. That's fucking funny. I had somebody explain DJ Khaled and what he did, and like I kind of got a little respect for him from this.
I like DJ Khaled.
Well, what he doesn't produce music. I don't know if he did ever, but he's like a connections type person. He calls you up so many fucking times, like, "Hey, it's Mr. DJ Khaled. What's up?" Fucking, and he's like, "You gonna do this song? You gonna do this song?" And he fucking brings these artists together who would never fucking be able to get their teams to talk. And he's like, "It's a DJ Khaled song." So artists can go sing it without not having to fuck with the whole of each other and not having to fuck with their own PR teams about it and shit. You know what I mean? So got a little respect for DJ Khaled.
Yeah, I mean he's an artist. He's a social artist.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got respect for Rick Ross. He eating pears. Shout out Rick Ross.
Yeah, fuck Rick Ross, man. Old PO officer, man.
All right, shout out Rick Ross on Kanye's song "Devil in a New Dress" specifically. That's it.
It's a good one. It's a good one.
And
shout out Rick Ross when he says "Big Fat Wibba" in the Icy Watch.
Shout out Rick Ross when he says, "I dropped something free and I took it home and I enjoyed that."
Nuh-uh.
Dude, that shit is fucking.
It's the You Don't Need to Know remix. That's one of my.
No, he didn't. Are you serious? He actually says that?
When you Cosby a woman, that is one of my pet peeves. I do not like that.
Cosby? A woman? Tell me if this is loud. I'm going to eat a cashew.
No, you're good. Just don't put them in a metal pan and start shaking them around and shit.
He's about to start roasting.
He's about to start making the Jiffy Pop on the stove.
Yeah.
One of my pet peeves is fucking inanimate objects. When you're trying to like put a fucking thing on, like a fucking latch, and it's just like keeps popping off or whatever. You keep trying to plug something in and you turn it over and it's not right, and then you turn it over and it's still not right, and then you're having an issue. Bro, nothing will make me madder than like you plug in the lamp, you turn on the light switch, it doesn't come on, You go over to it, you turn on the thing, it doesn't turn on, you switch. Like, when inanimate objects don't do the fucking thing that they're supposed to do.
I thought you were saying inanimate objects. I thought you were dildo and fleshlight parade right then about how they're bad. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna take your side on this.
No, I mean, like, when you're, like, walking through the woods and, like, some fucking vines wrapping around your legs and you're just like, I hate social media. Fuck vines.
Terrible payoff. Love it. No, yeah, I don't like fucking inanimate objects. I just don't.
They don't have souls.
You said, did you say having sex with them?
Yeah, put a soul in my dildo and I'll jump it right in my ass. Give my dildo a soul.
What about that dude? What about that dude that's in love with like 17 inflatable animals?
There's plenty of men out there that are in love with a lot of inanimate objects. There's the ones that have all the Funko Pops on their on their wall.
I was thinking more like the guys that meet up at McDonald's once a week with all their other friends that drive the same car, and they rev them up beside each other.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a good one.
They love those inanimate objects.
No, there's a guy who fucks a bunch of those real dolls. He's got like 7 or 8. There's like there's probably like fucking hundreds of guys like this.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
I myself have a personal line of
Yeah, do you think he's like having orgies? Or do you think he puts them away so the other ones don't get jealous, you know? He's like, I gotta put you away tonight.
I don't know. Pet peeve of mine. People that are into the whole culture of smelling fucking panties. That shit is fucking weird.
I seen you on that fucking Facebook post today. That was awesome. This motherfucker right here smelling fucking fresh underwear.
Could you imagine? Could you imagine if it was flipped? Like, you can't imagine a girl being like smelling your underwear. That's gross, dude.
Just rubbing my face on some stuff.
Oh!
That one was fucking grim.
That one was proper grim.
Proper fucking grim, mate. Oh shit. Yeah, buy and selling this thing is pretty fucking weird. Nobody wants my shit stained drawers. That's why I'm mad about it. I'm jealous. That's why I'm mad about prostitution.
I wish I could piss my underwear and sell them in a fucking
in
the machine.
Do guys buy those kind of drawers though? Like, because like, girls aren't gonna buy your shitty drawers, but I'm sure there's dude out there that probably would, and it's fucking nasty.
They eat the boo boo. All right, that's as much time as we have for today, guys. You make sure you eat the boo boo.
Signing off.